What's up, dirty cones? And non-dirty cones, which would be people who aren't cones, because I guess it's like saying a drunk Irishman, because all cones are dirty. Um, I'm Irish, so I can say that a drunk Irishman is like it's a double negative because it's already implied he's Irish, he's drunk. I'm also Mexican. I'm also American. Proud to be all three. So, let's see. Questions. So people are like, what's up with pain, soreness, injuries? It hurts when I do this. So, did it hurt before you did the exercise? Did it hurt after you did the exercise? Has it been building up? Do you have a good workout? Good workout, you're gonna hurt for about 2 days. Once you get used to it, then it won't hurt so bad, or you get used to that kind of soreness, but that acute pain where it's like, ooh, I have not felt that. You lifted something, it hurt, you stop, and all this kind of stuff. Doctors' disclaimers say you should speak to a doctor, or a medical professional before you start any workouts. So, I'm a paramedic, but I am not a doctor, although I do play one on TV. So, and in some other countries, I may have been the equivalent of a doctor, but I'm not, and that's okay, because doctors have to know way too much stuff, and I'm happy knowing way too much stuff, but not particularly all medically. So, figure out, is it pain, is it sore, is it new? Have you felt it before? And that'll help you with that kind of stuff. And then, if in doubt, ask a doctor, because they're going to be able to help you. So on that, more questions, like a lot more mindset. Had a good conversation with a guy the other day about my optimism, and he got a different thing out of what I was saying, and I think that's totally fine. I was raised Catholic, so I would sit there, on Sundays and listen to the priest drone on about whatever. But if he had a good homily, and maybe even if you only get one little thing out of what he's saying, it was something good. So if I say something and you're like, I don't know what he's saying, but this made me think about something else that was positive, then roll with it. Just, be happy you picked something up, and not like, man, that was a waste of 8 minutes of my life. I didn't get anything out of that guy. And, that's okay. Because some days I'm more open for, something. I kind of think that, I believe in synchronicity, that, the world's all kind of connected. So if something is said, like say for instance, I got in my car and Three Little Birds was playing by Bob Marley, and it was like, don't worry, everything's gonna be all right. And I'm like, that was the message I needed. The universe was speaking to me. And you gotta be open for that kind of stuff. You're having a bad day, I'm not saying that the radio will always speak to you, or if you start hearing voices and you start talking back, then maybe it's time to get a little bit worried. But be open for stuff. I actually had a good conversation with Mr. Broline today, who runs Rescue Athlete, and because I asked him, I said, hey, got a lot of dudes asking questions. They're like, what's up with the no past? And we did not have a great answer, but the answer that we got right now is there is no past unless you can take it with a PJ, but you still might be able to come in, and we don't know the total ways or what's going on with the Air Force, but for right now, it doesn't appear to be a past. So, keep working like there is a past, and that you're going to take a past. For those people that don't know, the past is the test you need to take or pass to go for pararescue or combat control. I think there's even a past for it's a physical ability stamina test. That's why if you hear someone say passed test, that it's like saying your CAC card. It's already CAC, and your CAC card is your card that they issue you for the military, and you use it so you can get on the computer. But that's another subject. So yeah, keep practicing for the past, but you may or may not have to take it to get into pararescue. So that was another burning topic today that people were like, what? So it doesn't mean we're not taking PJs, it just means might be one less test. So I'm sure some of you guys are like, yay! But those of you who are, looking for a challenge or not looking for an easy way out of life should not, should welcome tests or chances for you to prove yourself and say, hey, look, this is where I'm at, one, but two, this is where I'm at. This is where I need to work on stuff. This is what, maybe I should focus on this a little bit more. So you should never be afraid of a test. A test is just a chance for you to prove yourself. Don't pray for an easy life. Pray to be a strong person. And I think that's an important thing no matter what you do. I'm going to work on, if I say, like, you're going to work on life or you're going to work on this, like, it's automatically assumed it's for pararescue. It's for a good human being. I feel like sometimes I get sidetracked because I'm trying to say man, woman, child, and I get lost in that point because I'm worried, is someone going to feel like I'm leaving them out? So if I'm speaking, it's inherent, it's already assumed that I'm speaking about being a better PJ, better controller, better human being, better American. That's what, no, because I'm not trying to leave anybody out. You want to be a good Thai guy or Filipino, you can be a good Thai guy or Filipino too. So just as long as you're a good human being, that's all that matters to me. And, because, I don't know, I mean, they're all imaginary lines that we drew on the planet anyway. I mean, so the Alamo siege, anniversary is going on right now, and it falls onto March 6th. That's the day, the anniversary of the siege, the final, when they all died. And so I was last night, and I was I'm a volunteer historian there, newly started. In fact, the 6th will be my first time, so I'm very excited. Getting to, give a little bit back to the Alamo and just to experience it. I'm pretty excited. But so I was trying on a uniform yesterday of a New Orleans gray, and I'm like, yeah. And so we were talking, and I was like, well, sir, this is Dr. Winders, he's a curator. I said, in the historical view, is not the Alamo the beginning of the fall of the Mexican Empire, because, in 1848, they got the Treaty of Guadalupe Hidalgo, and they lose California and Arizona and New Mexico and Texas. And so I said, what do you think? And he goes, well, yeah, I mean, but if you can take it back even further to the fall, when the Spanish lost control of Mexico, it's all a domino effect, everybody losing control of it, up until, all this land was, one tribe stole it from another tribe. So as cool as everybody is, or, you think, well, I think that's the entire world, is just everybody stealing from each other. And that doesn't condone stealing or, planting flags and saying, hey, we own this. It's just a thought that, if you look back in history far enough, you'll get your answer. Where did that come from? And then just keep watching it repeat itself, because Afghanistan, the English tried there a long time ago. They tried there a couple times, but the 1830s, 1840s, the Russians tried there, didn't work. Like all these battles, Israel, Iraq and Iran, and Iraq and Kuwait. It's just all battles we've been fighting for a long time. So just know your history, because I don't know if you guys have seen, we might be going back into places, and you gotta know the cultures. You gotta know what's going on. You gotta know your enemy, but know your friends. Know what makes people tick and how they think. And you know, parts of the Middle East I love. Parts of the Middle East not so much a fan of. Some people in the Middle East huge fans of. Other people in the Middle East not a huge fan of. So you know, some of the food really, really good. Some of the food did not agree so well with my stomach. But the point is, know your history, respect your history, and realize that some of these wars we fight are just continuous. They just keep on going. And I don't have a good answer as to what we're supposed to do or what we are doing. But I believe that, you know, it's our responsibility as people, you know, citizens of the planet Earth to, you know, maybe try and stop it. Like, hey, racism is bad. Why? Well, I don't know, but why should you just hate somebody because of the color of their skin or where they're from? I think that's important to be open for different cultures, different worlds, different ideas. It's a big world out there, you know. It's not flat. I don't know if you guys knew that. The world is not flat. I know, breaking news. The world also does not revolve around you. I realize if you're a teenager, I have one of those. You might think that the world revolves around you. I don't think that the world revolves around me. We're insignificant in the fact that it's a very large world and it's a very big universe, but I think we're significant in the fact that it doesn't matter. No matter how small you are, you can still affect change. You know, I saw a little ant the other day, and this poor little ant had the largest stock of whatever. Everybody else had something small, and this dude was like carrying his weight, and he was bumping into stuff, and he was having some trouble, but he was going. And you know, so pull your weight, lift a little bit more, you know, help a little old lady across the street. I know it's like kind of a generic reference. Nobody helps little old ladies across the street, and somebody might be like, hey man, why are you bashing on old people? It's just an example. Inject whatever example you need. Buy some Girl Scout cookies, you know, and then give them away to somebody. I don't know, whatever makes you feel good. I get this theory. I'm trying to help homeless people. You know, they want money. I'm like, hey dude, I need my lawn mowed. Do you want to mow my lawn? And nobody will take me up on that. So I don't know. I think the day I meet a homeless person that wants to mow my lawn, it'd be cool. You know, it's like Bill Hicks said. He's like, man, you know, a homeless guy's asking me for money, and he's just gonna spend it on drugs or alcohol. And he's like, that's what I was gonna spend it on too. You know, why should I judge? And I'm not saying spend it on drugs, but I'm saying that, you know, don't judge somebody who's in a rough place. You know, sometimes a little bit of alcohol helps you cope with what's going on, and not that it's a good coping mechanism, but you know, sometimes it's fun to go have a couple beers with your friends and be like, that sucked. You know, I mean, I think alcohol was invented for funerals, so you can turn them into funerals. And I will attempt to stop making up words so that way people don't get confused, thinking this guy's either the wisest madman or the maddest wise man ever. I don't claim to be either. Well, I might claim to be a little bit off, but I think you got to be a little bit off. It's a strange situation and a wild occupation, you know. Who wants to go rescue people they don't know and possibly die? I guess I do, but it's okay. I don't mind. You know, it's not for everybody, but it's definitely been a good life, and so you will get no complaints out of me for it. Although I do wish they put Air Force bases, specifically the one I'm at, more near beaches. That would be my... Maybe I should join the Navy. Although with my luck, I would have ended up on a boat. And nothing wrong with being on a boat. I just... You know, I got my flippy floppies. Yes, I do laugh at my own jokes. And in fact, I do my jokes to amuse myself. I hope that I amuse you guys. It helps. But for the most part, I spend most of the day with myself, so I have to amuse myself, and it helps. So yeah, I'm just rambling now. I'll stop. So everyone's like, dude, he just keeps talking and talking. And so I wanted to thank, hey, you guys were up to like 525 people listening to me, which I think is pretty cool, considering, well, you know, there's about 600 active duty PJs, so it might be all my friends just going, what the hell is he going to say today? And that's okay, because, you know, you need friends. What is it? No man is a failure who has friends. And so find friends, make friends, imagine a friend or two if you need to. If you want, if you listen to my words and you like what I'm saying, we can be friends. Even if you don't like what I'm saying, we probably couldn't be friends. That's alright. Because, you know, you should always be whoever you're going to be, and don't change for somebody. You know, so women, if you're dating a dude and you're like, oh, I can fix him. No, it's not real. That Dorian Gray, 50 Shades of Shit is not real. Men are not like cars, you can't fix them. They have to want to be fixed. So, and guys, just be nice to girls. They got a hard enough time putting up with us, and you know, they're from Venus and we're from Mars, and nobody speaks the same language, so it's alright. So yep, so I'm back in the motherland, beautiful Helotes, Texas, the #1 place to live in all of Texas, like 3 years running, and I think it's like #2 in the nation. But please don't move here. You can come to visit, but don't move here, because my traffic commute is getting bad. There's just way too many people out here now. They're starting to build tract housing. Ugh. I don't know why anybody would move out to the country so they could live in tract housing. I thought that's why we moved out to the country, to get away from tract housing. But anyway, it's supposed to snow tomorrow. So I don't know if I'll have a video tomorrow. Well, I might have a video tomorrow of boys and I playing in the snow. So it's Thursday. It's Abysmus. Hope you all have a wonderful Abysmus. Hope you have a wonderful day. Don't think too hard, but train really, really hard. And yeah, life is beautiful. So I hope it's good for you too. And thanks for listening. And I give you the hoo-yah.